Hi everybody, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to do a healthy meal, which is going to be a North Atlantic salmon and some steamed broccoli. But we're going to do it the easy way in just a matter of minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and just now get my fire started up. Always want to use a gas stove, by the way. If you have an electric stove, you should sell it and get a gas stove. So as you see, I started the fire on full blast. Just wanted to get that skillet really hot. So as you see, we're using this red copper. This is a kind of a newer innovation of Teflon, which is a non-stick. It also transduces heat very well. And we have about this is probably almost 14-ounce fillet of North Atlantic salmon. And as you see, the skin is left on. If you get fresh salmon from the market, it's usually going to have the skin left on these days. They don't take the time to take it off, and it's a big pain to take off. But a part of this cooking process, I'm going to show you how it comes off very easily. Alright, and of course the ingredients we're using today is some extra virgin olive oil. I've got some organic Italian seasoning with flaxseed. Good hard healthy stuff there. And we're using this Stone Mill Essentials lemon pepper grinder. Since I'm one-handed, I'm on cameraman today, I went ahead and grinded out the right amount into this bowl. I'm not really big on measuring things. I like to season things a little heavier into flavor. And also we're going to be using some garlic powder, and I've got my handy dandy automatic pepper grinder for some fresh cracked pepper. We'll deal with this broccoli here in a minute, but first I wanted to show you how we get the salmon started. While the skillet's getting hot, I'd go ahead and put just a bit of extra virgin olive oil. Use a basting brush and we'll just kind of smooth that in there, make sure it covers all the surfaces. What a lot of people don't know is the oil actually helps the seasoning go into the meat. It makes it more flavorful. So real easy, we brush that right on there. And let that go ahead and put just a little bit of olive oil into your skillet. That's a lot of olive oil, but it'll work. It'll be fine. Don't brush it in. You could overheat your brush. Just kind of like swirl it around the skillet. Just get it coverage there. And as you know, olive oil, you don't want to get it too hot. It does have a lower burning temperature than a lot of other oils. Some people like to use coconut oil. I still use the olive oil, and I get it pretty hot. So as the fire's getting hot, I'll go over some of the utensils that you need. A good set of tongs. These are restaurant quality, and a spatula. So, while that fire is getting nice and hot, we want to start with a hotter fire and then kind of go turn it down after we get started. There's a reason behind that, because we're going to actually season the top of the salmon as we put it into the skillet. The bottom is not going to be seasoned yet because it still has the skin on. And then you see I have my real butter here. I'm only going to use a couple pats, so doctor says a small amount of butter is actually pretty good for you. But if you're lactose intolerant or something, don't use real butter. Alright, that fire looks pretty nice and hot, so we're going to go ahead and throw the salmon in there. As you see, it's already making a wonderful sound. So let's go ahead and put the lemon pepper on there. Kind of spread it out evenly, don't get it all in one spot. So I like lemon, I like pepper, but I like pepper more than lemon. So what I do is get the lemon pepper on there, nice and generous. Ooh. If you do make a mistake and get too much on there, just kind of spread it around. Next, we'll put the actual cracked pepper on there, and wonderful little contraption here. It actually does the grinding for you. And like I said, I like a pretty heavily seasoned. I don't use any added salt. It's bad for your blood pressure. And I think it just overwhelms the flavor anyway. You want to taste that fresh fish. So that's a good dusting of salt there. Last but not least, another heart healthy ingredient. We have garlic powder. Not garlic salt, garlic powder. We'll just a light dusting of that. A little goes a long way. So, kind of as the fish is beginning its sear, you just want to kind of scooch it around a little bit. Make sure it's not sticking. Not that this skillet would actually stick anyway, but we'll go ahead and get this styrofoam bowl out of the way. Yep. So as you see, it is cooking quite nicely, and as I mentioned, we wanted to start hot and then turn it down a little bit as we move along. If you look at the edge of the fish, you can see it's already cooking pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and turn the fire down a bit. Let's go down to about right there. So not really low, but kind of a medium. That's all the way up. We'll go down to about medium, which is that's about right. So it will not take long on this first part. And while we're letting it sear, let's go ahead and do the broccoli. So what I've done here is I used the actual bag that the broccoli came in from the store. But I went ahead and washed the broccoli off and then added some seasoning, some cracked pepper and garlic powder into the bag. And I've already crowned my broccoli, so we're just going to just throw it right in there. Goes into the bag. And we're going to take some of this wonderful sweet cream butter, a couple pats. And they might stick together, it doesn't matter. And what I'll do is attempt to tie this bag up one-handed. If it doesn't tie up, it's okay. You can just twist it around and do your best. So, this is a very technical way. You want to shake the seasoning all into the broccoli. Very, very technical, high-level stuff here. And you wouldn't believe it, but we're actually going to put this thing into the microwave. So make sure that the opening of the bag is down on the bottom and the butter's on the top. So let's go ahead. Let's do about 2.5 minutes. But I'm not going to start it quite yet because the salmon's still going. So I bet you're thinking, well, when's he going to flip the salmon? Right now. You notice the skin has got a nice little char on it, not too much. And we're going to, oh, before I do that, let's put the herbs on there. Almost forgot. The Italian seasoning with the organic flaxseed. If you mess up, you can always flip it back over. Alright, nice little dusting there. So let's flip it back. And this is the trick in getting the skin off. Is a little heat goes a long way. So we'll start here at the edge. Start here at the edge. And just peel that skin right off. I'm one-handed right now, so bear with me. You want to make sure not to get into the fish itself, or then you're just wasting your meal. Cool part about it, while we're doing that, it is cooking on the other side. A lot of people don't like this sinewish type of underbelly of the salmon fillet. So what I do is I just gently take the tong and scrape a bit of it off. But it does have a lot of good vitamins, so if you leave a little bit, it's okay. All your omega-3s, they generally will stack in that portion of the fish, so a little bit left is not that bad. It adds to some flavor. If you like a more of a robust salmon flavor, that's how you get it. So we'll just discard the skin. We'll just discard the skin here. And let's season the other side. So just another light dusting of garlic powder. A little more of that handy dandy electric pepper grinder. And this salmon cooks really quickly. So let's get the broccoli started while it's searing the top. Alright. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. I guess it timed out. And I'll start that. Oops, wrong button. Alright, that's going. So let's get back to our fish. Give it another good little shake. Make sure that you know, it kind of gets more evenly heated if we move it around a bit, because that keeps it in hot parts of the skillet. You want to cook it hot because salmon is generally enjoyed medium, even medium rare to medium. If you get above medium well, it will start to dry out, and that's not what we want. So, but you also want to make sure you get a nice sear on the top, because that's the point that everyone will be viewing. So we're sitting at about 10 minutes right now, and this will be done very, very shortly. Turn that heat up just a little bit for the finisher. So salmon is pretty inexpensive if you get it on sale. This isn't a Copper River or a Columbia or a King River salmon. This is just a North Atlantic farm-raised salmon. Very healthy though. So let's go ahead and flip it and see what it's looking like. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So as you see, all those herbs, the seasoning's all seared into the top of that salmon. However, let's see if we can get a shot of the side. If you look at the side of the fish, you'll see that it's nice and pink in the middle. So it's literally only going to take about another minute and it'll be ready. So got about 45 seconds left on the broccoli. I think we timed it out just right. Move that butter out of the way, get our plate ready. And we're going to go walk over and wait for the broccoli to come out. Got 21 seconds left. I'm not going to do a countdown or anything, don't worry. Reminds me of that commercial, The Final Countdown. I wish I had the music playing for that. As you see, the bag poofs up because that's steam in there. It makes its own steam with its natural moistures. Alright, yeah, look at that. Look at that steam come off of there. Ooh, be careful because steam is hotter than the actual. So, I'll just grab it up where I'm not going to get burned. Bring it right over here to the plate. I'm a big eater, so that's why I'm doing a 14-ounce salmon, a whole crown of broccoli, because I'm not eating bread, I'm not eating, you know, all those starches and things that make you fat. Look at that, beautiful. Take the tongs here and move around. Let's go ahead and turn my fire off over here. I think that's ready. Fire is off on the salmon now, but look at that beautiful green broccoli, that little bit of butter. Hi, Luna. You helping? Get away. That, and it's very, very soft already, just in 2.5 minutes. So I'm just going to check the bottom. I usually wouldn't because I'm pretty sure I know, but I'm going to check the bottom just to show you. Yeah, that's perfect. Put that back over. And let's plate this right here. Like I said, I'm a big eater and I'm still in shape. So there we have it. 14 minutes. I have a wonderful salmon with some steamed broccoli. And just to check the salmon temperature, let's go ahead and cut into it. This will be a challenge, one-handed. We'll take the knife and check it out. I want you to see the inside so you'll know what you're looking for. Let's see.